It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right.
Hi. I saw somebody say titty bop, 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 bop. What's going on? Hi, everybody. What's going on? Listen, I hope y'all are having a really good hump day, good Wednesday. Girl, I got my workout in. I'm up here. Okay, we about to get this done. One of my favorite restaurants is back open again, girl. Okay, my husband trying to take me there. Take me through there, Lord. It's been 86 years, okay, since Good Time Sushi on Elysian Fields was open. I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea how long I've been waiting for this fucking restaurant to open back up. Hold up. No, y'all, good hibachi is because listen, all the hibachis are not created equal. Everybody that make a house ginger salad dressing, they not all doing it right. Okay? People are not backing a shrimp. Listen. I'm really excited. Okay? So I want to get through this live. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for being here. Please don't forget to support the channel. Y'all could tip a bitch. I got a little tip, y'all, down to the cash appery. Okay? Don't forget the Ooh Ladies First panel is coming back this week on my channel. If you won't know, I got a podcast, girl. I got a podcast. I got a panel with two other amazing black women, okay? And we talks about the things. So y'all make sure y'all come through Thursday evening. Now, before I get into my topics for today's show, don't forget, you guys, Reset by Design Wellness is going to Mauritius September 8th through the 17th this year. Okay, have a luxurious, mindful, personalized, luxurious experience down to the Reset Retreat. Okay, 5-star accommodations. The trip is 10 days. You get airport transfers, private and shared suites. The food is good. You're going to get a 90-minute massage, okay? Singing bowl meditation. It's really, really relaxing, okay? I especially love when they come over your body with whatever whatever bell they ring. Girl, listen, I don't know if you've ever experienced it. It is quite amazing. There's always really great things that we're going to do, girl. Okay? Always really good things. Hold up. Let me see. Because I feel like, where's that post about the stuff that we're going to be doing down to the Mauritius? Let me go back. Hold up. Things to do in Mauritius. Okay? In case y'all are not, familiar and y'all don't know what we might be doing. We going to be down to a catamaran cruise. Okay? You love those. There's safari options. Let's go see some animals. Beach, horseback riding. Okay? Kayaking tour. Come on through. It's going to be a good time. The link is down below in the description box if y'all trying to roll. All right. All right, so let's get into it. It's so much going on, but you know what? I do want to start here. So y'all, I got off live yesterday because there are certain topics that I don't be wanting to talk about because it makes me feel terrible and powerless and I don't know what to do about it. So the only thing I can do is what I already do. Okay? I use my voice up here. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to talk about this situation. Y'all know this young man, Karmelo Anthony, was found guilty for the stabbing of Austin Metcalf. And it's a situation where it seems that Austin Metcalf and his brother might have been some bullies or might have been people that just wanted to bother a black boy because y'all love bothering black people. That's one of y'all favorite pastimes, Caucasian people, is to bother black people. And so this boy apparently defended himself in a tussle, ended up stabbing this boy, and he died. And now y'all putting Karmelo in jail for 35 years at 19 years old over a tussle fight stabbing that ended in a death. Now, y'all know this has to be racial because when white people or other adjacents decide they're going to kill a black person out of self-defense and standing your ground, everything's fucking fine. Everything's okay. George Zimmerman gets to go home, right? Like, it's very, very upsetting. And so there are a lot of things I don't really like to talk about because I feel like that I don't know what else I don't know what I can do. That's not where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I help the women's and the peoples with their minds, okay? I help them metabolize what the fuck be going on around them, okay? That's where I'm at with it. What I will say about this is that I saw Funky Daniva's video, and I feel like he made a really great point about how Black people really need to get their minds together about what you feel is prestigious for your Black children. And y'all know I'm not somebody that be everything black. You know what I mean? But I just kind of feel like the way Black people like to put their children in situations with white people, as somebody that grew up having white teachers, like a lot of young Black girls, we push through and we persevere. We do. We tend to persevere in those situations, but it doesn't mean it was any less traumatic when you metabolize how you're seen as a Black kid. You very much feel outside looking in. You don't get the benefit of the doubt from white teachers the way they give to white kids. And it is no different when you get into corporate America and white people can do shit that Black people can't do on jobs. Everybody's supposed to be getting punished for taking too much time or whatever. But somehow we find a way to have these disparages in treatment. Who's allowed to get away with shit? Who's not allowed to get away with shit? And when Funky said about, maybe creating more of a segregation, I really don't want that to be the alternative, but I also feel like, what else is we gonna do? I don't have the answers on this one, Sway. I don't. And so the people that do study these things, and this is where they're at with it, I would love to hear from them about what we should be doing moving forward. Because the racism that everybody voted for and thought was cool because it came in a rapping of a nigga that was mentioned in 1,000 rap songs, okay? Y'all think that nigga cool? Y'all think what he got going on is all right? Y'all don't know what racism is? That whole system, the government, and everything that's been going on, I think it affects the way the police departments and the judges and the people act in the country. Whatever's going on at the top is affecting what's going on in the middle and at the goddamn bottom. Okay? So y'all think all of this not being able to identify racism accurately because you want to be contrarian, all of this voting for bullshit because you want to be close to the likes of trash dump and shitty diaper booty baby nigga that's up there? Yeah. It's unfortunate. But because I feel like the majority of white people are still living in a space of not wanting to recognize the racism, not wanting to actively break apart from it, and that's made obvious by how they vote. Yeah, I don't know what we can do but create more of a segregation to protect ourselves. And, I've been listening to my girl Mel, who y'all know Mel. I've talked about her before up here. She's on TikTok and on YouTube, and she reads Howard Zinn's book, People's History of America. And she was just talking about one of the ways in the civil rights movement that Black people really got their power, and their power really was usurped because the FBI and them decided to get involved in the March on Washington, because it was going to be way bigger than it actually ended up being. It was big, but it was supposed to be way bigger, but the FBI infiltrated. I also just saw a story about how the evangelicals, after the civil rights movement, they went and got a lot of the young Black men who wanted to go into ministry, go and get them and bring them to the evangelical schools, right? Pay for them to go through seminary school with evangelicals. It separates them from doing what they were doing in the 60s through church, which really was about community building, creating equity, and, trying to get rid of these disparages in our experience as Black people. That's what the Black church used to be predicated on. This is a place that Black people can show up and talk about what we need to do as a community in order to fight and protect ourselves from the racism that we are constantly being exposed to. But what happens is that the integration calls for a lot of creating of docility, right? Now, the pastors that would have been fighting against some of these things, all they want to do is line their pockets and have access to a bunch of slow-ass women. Okay, so they don't care nothing about what's really going on. Everything's fucking performative. The right white person called with enough money, and now they got Gucci from head to toe, and nobody gives a fuck about the community. So it's so many different things. That's why I feel like yes, there should be. We need to be creating more of a separation to protect ourselves. If this how y'all gonna be, but I also feel like we can't even trust the people that look like us because they have been co-opted. Their sense of self has been usurped by the internalized racism and the religion and the misogyny. So it's just, I find us being in such a difficult place right now, and it's hurtful and it's sad because when it all trickles down, this is the real life consequences to the racism that is systemic in this country and really in this world. Because everybody act like, y'all don't all have an issue with darker complected people. Y'all all have an issue with darker complected people. Even the dark complected people don't treat the other dark complected people as well as they would treat somebody with white skin. Yeah, I don't know what we can do, y'all, but I am frustrated and I want better for us. I want us to have a better life. I want us to have a better experience. It doesn't make sense right now for this world to be so much of a pressure cooker, bitch. Y'all have overcooked us. we are tired, Lord. We are tired. And then while we are online, those of us with sense that understand racism and all of that, right? We know these moments that have happened in recent years that we know are going to spiral into some bullshit for us. Like I can remember an example of that for me is when I was still working at the news station and they started talking about alternative news or what was that shit that Trump used to keep saying all the time in order to call something a lie, but it was actually the truth, alternative facts. I can't remember what it was exactly, but when they started to promote the idea that you cannot trust any type of expertise or institution or education, that shit felt like, oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, I don't like this. This don't feel good. This feels bad. And that's exactly what it was, because now we don't know what the fuck to trust. You can't even trust the shit that you see sometimes because of our artificial intelligence now. It's way, and that's why, yeah, alternative facts. Thank you. That shit, I remember when he first started saying that shit used to be like nails on a chalkboard, because it almost felt like, you know how when you're on a roller coaster and you're about to fall, so your stomach and all of that starts to feel the fear of how you're about to hit that's what it felt like to me. Every time something like that would be mentioned, I was like, we're about to go on a slippery slope. You can tell the fact that we're even talking about this right now means that this shit is about to be fucked up. And ever since fake news, alternative facts, that shit, that is a part of the reason how all of the misinformation started to be distributed. Because when you tell people that the truth is a lie, they no longer know what to believe. So they just go off vibes and their fucking feelings, right? In all of this, we have so many people on the internet who are grifters. We have people on the internet who just want to make money. We have people on the internet that view the arguments between the people about the politics of it all as something to just capitalize off of. And that's when we get people like Stephen A. Smith. And this happens all the time. You can find so many different examples of this. Black people thinking that if they are a good enough black, they're going to be respected by these people who don't respect anybody, not even themselves. Like, I'm going to read to y'all what they said. Yes, and it's a lot of bots. It is a lot of bots on the internet. And that's why, sometimes you have to just disengage from how people attack things. You know what I mean? Let's read. In their latest exchange, okay, that man, that boy, that orange boy, fired back at the ESPN personality this morning, unleashing a heated Truth Social post calling him an arrogant fool with a low IQ who is completely unfit to ever consider running for political office at any level. So that should let you know that if you thought them people was going to help you with your political aspirations, hang it up, bitch. Trump went further, claiming Smith would get crushed in any debate, and even Joe Biden's performance would look impressive by comparison. It almost feels like at some point you wanted to fuck Joe Biden and then you figured out that Joe Biden was not one of those people you could fuck. And so you've just been like harassing him about it and throwing shade on him ever since. You really act like somebody that wanted a person, they didn't want them, and now you're just holding a grudge and bitter about it for fucking ever. It's crazy. The clash was sparked after Smith said that Trump should not attend Game 3 of the NBA Finals and he'd blame him if the Knicks lost. Following the Spurs win, Trump reacted to Smith's comments to reporters questioning whether he had the intelligence to mount a presidential run. Smith, who has floated the idea of a 2028 presidential White House bid, punched back, defiantly saying Trump ruined the Knicks' mojo, causing them to lose the game, and that he'd stack his IQ against the president's any day. And to me, this is so funny. This is so funny. This is hilarious because you are somebody that when I have opened up my phone and scrolled online, you have been one of the biggest supporters with a black face and a platform about this man and his politics and the things he's been doing. So the fact that you're calling him stupid, it means you always knew he was stupid and you decided to gaslight the public for financial gain or so that you can slurp up on his belly button dick and maybe get some benefits out of it. Well, that's unfortunate. Did I not save? I was trying to see if I saved any of the videos about these niggas. Let me see. I don't think I did. I don't think I did because I really don't care. I really don't care. It's what it is. What happened with Omarosa. What happened with Ben Carson. Babe, can you get my nose spray out the room, please? Before you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were so many black people over the years that have tried to align themselves with this fool. And they always get hung out to dry. They always get caught looking dumb. They always, they always getting played, shitted on. I don't know why they keep doing it. I don't know why they keep doing it. But that's where we at with it. A whole bunch of grifters, people online trying to get money and clout while throwing their own people to the fucking wolves. While getting up here online and acting like you agree with what that man was saying because you thought it wasn't going to affect you. My God, on today. Well, let's move on from there. Y'all, what's Amanda talking about? Hold up. What is Amanda talking about, y'all? Because Amanda is up here. What is Amanda talking about? And y'all know we just finished kind of going in on Amanda, what that was last week because of her comments about Cheyenne Bryant. Like, she's not harming anybody by lying about her credentials. She's not harming anybody by lying about her credentials. I mean, yeah, she's pretending to be a therapist and, that can cause people to get depressed working with a therapist that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, what you talking about, Amanda? Let's hear. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. No, we didn't, girl. No, we didn't almost make you take your own life. Wait, let me. Could y'all hear that? Yeah, y'all can't. I don't think y'all could hear that. Hold up. Let me fix this sound right quick. Sinuses, y'all. It's allergies. It's too much. Okay, hold up. Let me see.
Into thinking that I wasn't a likable broad and that I didn't deserve to live. You almost got me. Almost got me. It wasn't gonna happen again. It wasn't gonna happen again. In 2020, I really, really, really thought I don't belong here. I mean, I'm not from here. And I really thought, okay, well, it's time to go. Anybody here who's ever had suicidal ideations knows that it's a very,
The way that
it's an out of body kind of experience, because there's like, it's like the angel and the shoulder on your the angel and the devil on your shoulder arguing, right? Because part of you is like, nah, like, you good, and the other part of you is like, it's not about you being good. This shit ain't good. This shit ain't good. This shit ain't good. You know? And sometimes it's like, yeah, it's time to go. I had again listened to my intuition when it said, you need to get a psychiatrist because you need to get on meds. And I could have ignored that and played into the social nonsense that tells you that that's not going to be something that you need to do because, you know, of, like, I remember I told a homegirl that I had to get on meds, and she was like, oh, you should have told me. I would have prayed for you so that you didn't have to. We're not homegirls anymore because that's the dumbest shit out. However, I know that I'm in Babylon. I know where I'm at. I'm in chaos. My soul is not meant to stay here forever, but while it is here in this space, in this particular part of this planet, it needs some help. And so I be on my Lexapro. Y'all almost made me take my own life because you almost tricked me into thinking that I wasn't a likable broad and that I didn't deserve to live. You almost got me.
Okay, so Katie, I'm gonna say this. The law is always on your side. Drop the reference. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Being I don't think being Amanda Seales is easy. I'm gonna have some empathy and compassion and act like the evolved grown adult person that I am and say that it's very difficult when you say shit online that people don't like. And there are some people that's just like, oh girl, shut the fuck up. Right? But there are other people that are sending you death threats and telling you to kill yourself and telling you have no value in life and nobody likes you. Why are you here? They project their own self-hate onto a person because the person is an easy target. And so I'm going to say that, no, Amanda, I don't always agree. Nobody does. I even hate that I have to say that because duh, bitch. But what I'm going to say is that you said something people didn't agree with. It probably, thank you, cop and a half. It probably was very difficult to deal with the way people was coming at you about it. Especially after you respond telling us you ain't give a fuck, which is, you know, I would say the same thing. And then I probably would still cry about it later in the shower because, bitch, I got to get this shit off my chest. Lexapro helps. I used to be on Lexapro, y'all. And then I decided, why am I doing Lexapro when I can just smoke the tweeds? You know what I mean? Seems healthier. Lexapro shuts down a part of your brain. And oh my God, y'all, when you be getting off Lexapro, because it shuts down a part of your brain, you have to go through brain zings. And when I was getting off of it and I was going through brain zings, I was just like, yeah, son, it's crazy. I'm probably not going to do this shit again. I was just go ahead and fuck with Mary until it's all said and done because, first of all, bitch, you fucking with my orgasms. Now you're doing too much. And yeah, so, you know, listen. I know we don't always like Amanda, but Amanda is a human. Amanda hasn't, like, actively hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? The same thing she was saying about Cheyenne Bryan, I'm going to say about her, even though I feel like she was wrong about Cheyenne. I don't see her giving advice to people that, you know, that is from a space where they feel like they have to take it because you're a therapist or some shit. No, people just either fuck with you or they don't fuck with you. People either want to be fanatic stands or they just, you know, they fuck with you casually. Whatever the situation is, I don't ever want somebody to feel, especially Amanda, because I do feel like Amanda is on the spectrum and Amanda does have shit about her where it's like, please don't take it that deep. But I do understand the suicidal ideations, especially at a time like this. So, you know, this is just a moment, y'all. This is just a moment where you could feel like somebody is trying to get attention, but also I feel like it's a time where somebody is trying to recover from, you know, some form of fucking ego death because of the way y'all like to eat people up on social media. I have empathy for that because I feel like everybody talks shit at the end of the day, but the way you have to deal with sometimes hundreds of thousands of people talking shit to you, maybe sometimes millions of people talking shit to you. It's not easy for any one person to deal with. It's not easy for any one person's psyche to deal with the inundated comments about you from people that don't even know you. I don't care if some of the shit is true. It's not fucking easy to deal with. You know what I mean? And, as somebody that has had suicidal ideations throughout my life consistently, to not be in that space anymore, I'm grateful for not being in that space. But I always remember what it felt like. And so when people are going through that, I find myself wanting to have empathy for them. And so while she disappointed me, I still don't want her to be in that space. So I wish her all the best. I wish her health. Okay. And I wish her the ability to just, get your ass off the fucking internet and recover. Everybody will forget soon enough. But I understand it's hard out here. It is. Okay? Speaking of it being hard out here, if the social media people not fucking with you, it's the niggas you're fucking with. Okay? Because that's the lot in life. And that's what I like to talk about most of the time is our interpersonal relationships, because I feel like that's within our control to make better decisions in our personal lives for ourselves. And then when you make better decisions and you're more thoughtful in your personal life, then you make better decisions and you're more thoughtful communal wise. You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. Because the more you like yourself, the more you're kind to other people as far as I'm concerned. And I mean regular, not people trying to manipulate you. Because once you figure that shit out, you don't have no patience for that shit. Bitch, stop talking to me. Letitia Pearson. Now, y'all know I review Bell Collective for my members. And Letitia Pearson is a special type of case study, okay? She is a case study of how psychological abuse will have a woman being bigger than she needs to be and also not having as much confidence in herself because she thinks the world of a nigga that probably couldn't even pass the 8th grade without somebody else taking his test for him. Like, when I really look at it, especially in the South, y'all, this is the Bible Belt. I'm from New Orleans. I'm from Louisiana, baby. I know all about these types of women's, okay? That's why they do so well when they get on reality TV, because you don't really see black women being this crazy all the time. Like, not in the confines of marriage and family. You think those people have their shit a little bit more together. Not the people a lot of the times, but on TV. They still on TV. And no, what Love and Marriage Huntsville and Carlos King and Bell Collective have brought to us, okay, yes, is a case study on how psychological abuse and misogynoir affects people in marriages and in coupling, okay? In coupling, the misogynoir, the underlying chess battle that is happening between a man and an unsuspecting woman that thinks that love is real. Love is real, y'all. Just not how most people define it. Also, not the way people are actually experiencing it. Because to me, Glendale does not love Letitia. Glendale loves who Letitia is to him and for him. So once we understand this whole, y'all hear the word patriarchy all the time. Do you understand what that means? When we talk about it in this context, this is at base level, a man who thinks he's better than a woman, even though he's dumber than her. And a woman that's smarter than a man, but has spent her life dumbing her smarts down to make him feel better. So now she doesn't have anything for herself, which makes her feel bad about who she is because she knows that she was supposed to have more. So she gets on a reality show trying to get the more, but not really understanding that she's going to have to let go of him in order to do it and actually follow through with it. That's not what's happening. What's actually happening is we keep having these people come back to us every fucking season with the same shit going on. Glendale doing some fucked up shit. Glendale don't want you to grow. You trying to act like you trying to grow, but you don't really do anything. And instead of making moves in your own life, you decide to overproduce the reality show that you're on and go and meet with people behind the scenes of your castmates so that you can focus on them. Also, this season, making yourself a victim in a battle between you and Latrice that y'all didn't got past, but now it's us versus them, which is stupid, but it's the only way you could feel like somebody is in your corner because the person that's supposed to be in your corner is not. I can't stand the fact that both the Letitias are going through the same thing on TV, girl. On network, down to the own. Yeah, girl. Both of the Letitias is getting played like a motherfucker by niggas that are not smarter than them. And that's insane. It'd be different if these men were actually smarter than their wives. They're not. They're not. Their wives are being dumb because they think love means having to shrink so that this man feels that I love him. Now, Letitia would lose the weight if she would just leave this nigga. But she might have got on some GLP-1s, who knows? But she's feeling herself, and she posted this picture so y'all could see how she stacked back there, okay? She bad, she bad, she bad, she bad. Fendi bag, Louis bag, Prada bag, Gucci bag, Guada bag, all of the bags. Okay? That ass, that ass, that ass, that ass, that ass. Okay? This nigga got mad. This nigga got upset. And only super duper insecure controlling men act like this. And I think it's the responsibility of the woman to not give a fuck. If you want to post yourself because you feel like you look good and you want to share that, you should do it. And if he's going to be upset about it, let him be mad about it. He'll be okay. He'll work it out. I'm just saying. Like, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. The fuck? He says, disrespectful. Go find attention. Guess mine not good enough. Now, when Drew was talking about sequences of sentences without any punctuation that don't make sense, this is the perfect example of that. Not what K. Michelle said. K. Michelle made a complete sentence. This is what Drew was talking about. Disrespectful. Go find attention. Guess mine not good enough. He needed a comma behind disrespectful. Go find attention is terrible. That's just terrible. But I guess it was like, exclamatory. You know what I'm saying? Go find attention then, bitch. Guess mine not good enough. No, Glendale, your validation alone is not good enough. No, it's not. It's not. Y'all, I be checking people all the time. We was playing cards. And I said something, talking about my body, because one of my aunties, said some, out of pocket shit. And then, I didn't get offended, but I mentioned that I don't like hearing about that I look chunky to you. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then she proceeds to say, it's just in that picture. It's this dress. And it's like, it don't matter. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't going to say nothing. You listen, you ain't got to say nothing else. My feelings are not hurt. I just don't want to hear that shit. Y'all always do stuff like that. All you mean old motherfuckers, all y'all do is say something about people weight. I'm used to it. But you think you should be able to say that and I shouldn't be able to say anything back. And that's where we fucked up at. Because I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable when you make me feel uncomfortable. Okay? So I say it all that to say I be having to check people because they was, one of my aunts was like, as long as your husband like it. I said, no, as long as I like it. Yes. His opinion matters, absolutely. But nobody's opinion matters more than mine. Nobody's. And how I feel about me is the most important part. Okay? Because if I don't like me, then he can't like me. Not in a healthy way. Not in a healthy way. Y'all know, my auntie old, y'all. She mean and she old, but I love her. I love her to death. She is a kiki. Okay? That's why I say, when I call y'all mean and shit, y'all be taking shit like, it's a death sentence when somebody say, when somebody say y'all mean or y'all a little rough. Y'all act like, you all be okay. You gonna be all right. You bitch, you mean. You should be fine. Toughen up. Okay? Listen, we all gonna be uncomfortable if I'm uncomfortable. Girl, they love me though, and I'm a good time. You can't never say I ain't a good time. Okay? But yeah, y'all, I'm looking at this and I feel like I wish Letitia would leave this nigga. But I know she's not gonna do it. Just like I wish the other Letitia would leave that nigga. But I know that they won't. And I almost feel like, I don't know why y'all act like y'all can't go back to these niggas. Y'all probably could. I know they be trying to make y'all feel like if you leave me, you can't never come back. Nigga, please. Don't nobody want you. Okay, if I want to come back over here, I'll come back over here. And you gonna let me come back over here. What Tara said, because I sit on it whenever I want. Okay? Please know. Please know. This nigga, that nigga Mars, I feel like they them saying they be doing all of that talking, all that fucking talking and shit. Yeah, okay, nigga. When I called it, I said, Peter, come make me. And what did you do, Peter? What did you do? Y'all, I'm sorry. That shit's still funny. What'd you do, Peter? I did it. Exactly. I like to talk to my husband alone. Sure, I'll let you talk to your husband alone. Maybe one day I'll stop fucking your husband. Whoa. Just great times, right? Just really great times in reality TV history. Y'all know what I want to do for my members? I would actually, y'all know how they do those compilation videos of Love and Hip Hop and all of the different seasons and the different couples. I want to go find videos like that and like, kind of just break them down with my members. I don't know how, it might have to be something that I do, exclusively on Patreon or some shit like that. I'll see if YouTube will let me do it without taking it down. But I would really love for me and my members to, sit down on one of these compilation videos and go through it and kind of talk and stuff. Y'all let me know if y'all want to do that. But so y'all know this, she had to respond, girl. She turned around, right? At first it was nigga this ass. And then, oh, you talking to me? Turn around. Glenn Pearson, is this acceptable? No disrespect intended at all. Now let me go back to my little bubble and enjoy my Sunday. Church and fellowship were amazing this morning. Happy Sunday, y'all. Always having a fly above all your haters. I fly above. Hold up, what? Where is that?
I fly above. I fly above. I fly above all my haters. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above my haters.
Sorry.
I fly above all my haters. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above all my haters.
I fly above. Call me. Okay, I tried calling you, boo. He said it's disrespectful. What is this? Why is it disrespectful? Because she's showing her ass, and you don't want nobody to see that she got ass because apparently we can't look at her and tell she got ass. The compilations are fun. Women who carry on like they cannot breathe without being romantically attached to a man are weird to me. Your purpose isn't in being partnered with some man. It just ain't. It's not, but they have deep-rooted abandonment issues, and they also have control issues. And because everybody around them is also living a very similar existence, they're not gonna have a exhaustion to get out of it until they get to a point where the nigga has sucked them of, half of their life force energy. And then they'll decide to make some moves or some changes and shit. Hopefully they'll still look young when it happens. Okay? Okay, wait, so what? Oh, sorry, y'all. I had spaced and forgot what the fuck we was talking about because I was singing it I Fly Above. And it stuck in my head. Did you see the comments on the pics? I did. Hold up. It says he the only one that want her. Oh no. No, y'all didn't add church music. Look like she got that work she wanted. Commodity Boosie ain't gonna never change, bruh. He ain't even the prize. He's really not. If we needed attention badly was two people, it would be Letitia and Glenn. This is so bogus. This is super fake, part of a storyline. They're both wrong. She's showing off her physique, which is tacky if you're going to church, and he didn't have to respond in this story. She's not going to church like this. She's saying that this came out on Sunday morning. That y'all just slow in the comments. Y'all, they just slow in the comments. She wasn't going to church. They said they two cornballs. Said they draining as fuck. You know what's so funny? People be so willing to believe that the shit all be fake and all of that. But the truth of the matter is Facebook is this. This is Facebook. Y'all do this shit all the time on Facebook. To me, like, am I tripping or is Gen X not having their way? Girl, Gen X has turned Facebook into fucking Jerry Springer. There's a racist episode. There's an episode with bad kids. There's several episodes of people getting cheated on and men slut shaming their wives and putting them on blast on Facebook. Girl, this is Facebook. Why y'all acting like y'all ain't never seen this before? But really acting like they lying. They not lying, y'all. Yeah, they just slow. Yeah. Speaking of people being slow, y'all, what is this? Did anybody see this? Did anybody see that Amy and Dwight popped out together for the J Hud show despite her accusing him of being on coke and him locking her out his mansion? One day, child, I won't have to listen to your lies. Shoop, 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 shoop. On that day, I'll be able to make up my own mind. I say, I think I done finally realized, yes, I have. And I think I can put you out of my life. I want to be free. Yes, I am. Oh, Lord. I want to be free, child. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is like what those songs were made about. Those songs that describe people that just can't leave each other alone, even though everybody thinks that they should. They calling them Bobby and Whitney in the comments. And I always get upset with y'all when y'all do this because I know we used to be so frustrated with Bobby and Whitney back in the day, y'all. Like, I'm old enough to remember him going to court all the time, them being in the tabloids, us thinking that she got her life together, but no, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we went back and forth a minute with them before she went away for a minute, came back, did the movie, and then died. And I've been heartbroken ever since. But when I look back on it, I realize how much of Whitney and Bobby's shenanigans were not drugs as much as they were just like really living out loud and goofy. Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I've never done crack in my life. These moments are just funny. Anybody that has brought their childhood with them, you know what I mean? You be goofy sometimes. You joke around. They made every moment seem like them people was just loaded out of their minds. And I don't think that was always the case. Especially because I think the drugs that Whitney did required her to be locked in a house. I don't think that Whitney was doing drugs and then coming out in front of cameras for all of us to see all the time. Like, if people caught her, that's one thing. But things where she knew cameras was going to be, like, I don't think she was showing up like that, the way everybody think, Concerts, hey, I gotta perform, okay? So I hate when people compare every cracked out couple to Bobby and Whitney because I just kind of feel like, how dare y'all? Those was two of the most talented, those were two of the most amazingly talented, loving drug addicts I ever seen in my fucking life. People love Bobby Brown to this day. To this day. And none of us we haven't felt as auntie-ish about a motherfucking celebrity since that lady died. It will never be the same. There ain't a celebrity out here right now. I don't care. Maybe Viola Davis. That I'm like, auntie, we not playing around about. We've been here. We still here. Okay? It's okay. Girl. Listen, what did I say? Not all the time, y'all. Of course there were times. Of course there were times. Y'all know what I think. I think y'all. I believe the story the narrative that Whitney really was gay, and because them people would not let that lady be gay, she was over there doing all the drugs that she could handle. Okay, that's what it felt like to me. Cause you can be bisexual and be with a man and enjoy all of that. Cause I do feel like her and Bobby was hunching something terrible. I do. Okay, the way that lady would throw her legs around that nigga every time she saw him is given they was fucking. The way they would be on stage when she would perform during that last tour, and then both of them might be fucked up. He come out, everybody sweating. We staring at each other in the eyes and shit. Y'all know when they do that part. Who that? They're Whitney's. You know what I mean? Like, stop. I'm trying, y'all. I'm sorry. But sometimes we have to talk about Whitney because we just have to. Sometimes we have to. Y'all bring her up in a way that I don't feel good about. But I miss my girl, bruh. I miss my girl. Who they? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know y'all didn't see that shit a million times like me. Okay? It's all right. It's all right. If the world... Listen, we're not going to do it. But us. Y'all know. I fuck with y'all. Heavy in the comments. Y'all know. Yes, Loretta Devine. Yes, Angela Bassett. Okay. Yes, Michelle Obama. She did come to my mind when I was thinking about Viola Davis. But like nobody really touches like the way Whitney did, because I grew up with Whitney. And when I say I grew up with Whitney, everything Whitney did, we was on in my household. Everything. You know what I'm saying? The albums, the tours, whatever's going on, we're watching it. Whatever Whitney's on, we're watching it. The Bodyguard got played so much in my household. The way I used to be making people listen to me sing I Love the Lord in my mama's shop. I can really sing that motherfucker now. Don't make me do it. Anyway, this is upsetting. These people are not Bobby and Whitney. With the money. My husband, I want to work with him. I want to help him. I want to love him through it because that's always worked. That's the onlyest way he gonna get off of the drugs. Because right now, he's addicted to drugs. What is this? It's just him. It's not me. This shit not funny, but this shit funny, son. Like, you gotta laugh to keep from crying in a world where it's like normal for a dude to get his old lady on drugs, you know what I'm saying, through like having fun and fucking. And then all of a sudden it's a spiral of abuse. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but that's what it feels like a little bit. I don't know. Maybe she was like Whitney and she had been doing coke with her brothers before they even met. I don't know. I don't know, girl. But I think he's extremely abusive. And I think that I'm so tired of seeing women be so steadfast and loud about being with men who are abusing them. It's played. And I think it's triggering to all of us who know what it is when we looking at it. So it's like, I gotta laugh because I'm tired of being mad on you bitches' behalf while y'all throw in our face how y'all are being disrespected and treated badly. While you care so much about belonging to a nigga that would treat you that way. We are tired of y'all. Okay? And it's cause I care, Lord. I care. BondyBlue cares, okay? But y'all frustrate me. Speaking of frustrating me, y'all remember how I be like, sometimes when you a closeted lesbian, your life just be hard for no reason. Kelly Price often comes to mind. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but the anger that Kelly Price has sometimes, it feels like, girl, just go ahead and fuck that lady. Be free. Whoever the lady is, I don't know. But your energy feels like, girl, what could you possibly be this fucking upset about? Why are you always coming to us like this? The contacts are making it so much worse. But Kelly Price is always giving, angry DL church lady. I don't know.
It's coming out soon enough. I'm not playing with anybody. And I'm going to heaven when I die. And I'm not dying until Jesus says, this is out here is crazy. It's a whole out here. And yes, I'm a kingdom. I'm not church. I'm kingdom. I'm not church. This girl done went and had plastic surgery, build a body, and stop buying dollar store wigs to look like me. She's been stalking me for 3 years.
Who, Kelly? Who? Give us a name.
We in federal court. What's happening next?
What? Court? You in federal court about what, Kelly?
You want to play? I pray, and I got a whole lot of people that pray with me every night. Let me tell you how God works. Since you've been getting readings on me to see what the hell is happening.
How you know she getting readings on you, Kelly? It's giving spiritual warfare.
Since you done cloned my phone, tried to change my ticket, locked me out my computer today, sent my friend to the hospital last night.
Sent your friend to the hospital last night, locked you out your computer. Somebody locked you out your computer and beat somebody's ass? This is too much.
It's coming out soon enough. I'm not playing with anybody. And I'm going to heaven when I die. And I'm not dying until Jesus says, bitch, tried to kill my driver while I was in the car.
Wait a minute. Tried to kill the driver while you was in the car? Did they want to kill you or the driver? Girl, who is it? I need you to tell me who it is. Because you telling us all this. I need somebody to give me some names.
Let's play. Show up in Atlanta tomorrow if you want to. You clone my phone, you know where I live now?
Cloned your phone? I feel like...
Show up in Atlanta if you want to. That's the type of time I'm on.
Going on.
That's the type of time I'm on. This will be on every blog before I catch my plane in 3 hours. That's the type of time I'm on. I've been keeping my mouth shut because you got little kids, I got grandkids, and I'm somebody's mother. But your daughter's a little hoe.
Your daughter is a little hoe? Wait a minute, Kelly. Wait a minute. I hope we're not talking about a child. I see it. I'm about to get it. I hope, Kelly. I'm about to, babe. I hope we not talking about no child, Kelly.
Trained her the right way. 17 years old, came in the house and tried to sleep with my husband.
17 years old, tried to come in the house and sleep with your husband. Is that what you said? So a 17-year-old tried to sleep with your husband? So somebody sent a 17-year-old to fuck your husband? I just want to zero in on that because you often sound like one of them women that no young girl should trust.
Put witchcraft on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
not somebody put witchcraft on her.
I never loved that man. My sisters
You never loved that man. So you never loved the husband that the 17-year-old tried to fuck?
My sister
Your sister?
sent him into me. She a witch and she sing in church every Sunday.
So your sister sent you a man. And it was a scheme that your sister set up to come to you with the bullshit?
She sent him into me. And then played on y'all top and played on mine. Tried to kill my driver, saying that I was kidnapping him while she was paying him. He was a handler. I don't put my business in the street. This is a testimony. I'm not playing. You want to play? Show up in the city of Atlanta. You're going to have a problem tomorrow. My gun is registered. God kicking that behind. You ain't got but so long to live. When's your last doctor's appointment? Selling stuff in hotels. You started OnlyFans in my name. This been going on for 3 years.
Have y'all seen a Kelly Price lookalike bitch on OnlyFans? Bitches, you talking about Akbar V? Because that's who look like you. My style, my shape, even trying to dress like me. You want my spot, Flash? Huh? You want my spot? You ain't gonna get it, because you ain't got it.
Dating accounts. I want this on every blog in the morning. Show up in Atlanta. Security in my building called me tonight after my concert and told me that I just called them. Saying that I was kidnapping him while she... Show up in Atlanta. That's my city. Try it, and I could come to your city, but I don't give a damn about where you live. Praise the Lord.
Let me tell y'all something. I hope I don't never sound this crazy talking about spirituality. I hope I don't never sound this crazy talking about spirituality, y'all. I hope not.
And God showed me that your mama's in the grave because she was doing the same thing to your daddy. I don't play on dead people, but your mama taught you how to do this. You ain't never had a man.
So she she didn't talk about the daughter. Now she talking about the mama. God damn, Kelly.
And that love you, everybody that's ever loved you, you put a spell on.
Evangelical people and meth heads talk exactly the same way. They do. They do.
This is the kind of stuff we go through in the industry. People playing on our tops. I mind my business and I go home. I don't bother nobody. A lot of people are angry right now. I don't care. You want to play? Let's play. This is how I stay safe. Do you want me to post your picture on my social media?
Please do it.
So when you drive in from dusty ass Mississippi,
I'm just playing. Don't do it.
everybody in the city know what you look like?
I'm just nosy, but I don't want all y'all to know. I'm just going to see it. I'm not going to harass the lady, but y'all going to harass her, so I don't think she should post it.
Build a bitch. Show up in Atlanta.
It's always about a man.
That's my city. Try it, and I could come to your city, but I don't give a damn about where you live. Praise the Lord. And God showed me that your mama's in the grave because she was doing the same thing to your daddy. I don't play on dead.
It's the contacts. Her skin look
And
lighter.
yes, Jesus loves me. You know that because the demon in you told you to leave me alone. I was too high ranked in the spirit.
Y'all, I had somebody say some shit like that to me. And sometimes I'd be like, it's almost like y'all don't even realize how narcissistic y'all sound. I'm not calling you a narcissist. I'm saying it is narcissistic for you to view yourself above everybody else in a spiritual connotation. Like you always got more angels. You safer spiritually. Girl, what?
The cops know about it. Something got to happen to me before they give me a restraining order. I don't play with nobody. I go home. I go home. I'm sorry that you sat and obsessed over my life. I went through everything. People called me fat too, dummy. I had to take it to the Lord in prayer. I did let go and let God. Y'all stop being dumb Christians.
They want from me is like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. BIGPOPPA. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's why so many people
That's when you know the same nigga she defended Diddy, and that's the nigga that said she was too big to be in a video, so they put her on a screen in a video.
in the grave right now. David
Don't make
took
no
Goliath's
goddamn sense.
head off with his stop being dumb Christians. Stop being ignorant. That's why so many people are dead before their time. Use
Why she looking at us like that?
the word of God. He's a God of war, not just a God of peace. I've been doing a series on warfare.
Maybe it has affected you, Kelly.
I've been doing a series on warfare trying to teach y'all how to use your sword. It's the word of God. I use the word of God. I'm supposed to sit in the corner and let
I tell you all the time they use religion as a sword in a sheath. I told y'all that.
somebody just keep playing on my top. Why am I I'm going to tell y'all something. It will be on every blog in 3 hours. Come to Atlanta if you want to. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That sounds like a Nikki rant. Don't it smell good in here?
You should be trying to get your kids out of CPS right now.
I put oil.
If somebody can sit online
not call CPS
and create a whole second life, y'all done cloned my phone already. Use the word of God. He's a God of war, not just a God of peace. I've been doing a series. Oh, I've had a builder bitch stalking me for about 3 years.
A builder bitch has been stalking her.
Got him. Why you mad?
You got him. Why you mad? So was this your sister that took your husband? And then also the husband fucked with her 17-year-old daughter or some shit like that? And she started an OnlyFans and it's supposed to look like you. Girl, this is too much.
I told myself. And listen, it was witchcraft the whole time. The same sister y'all screamed at me about.
I don't like when y'all say it was witchcraft because it's witchcraft. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. What you think you talking about? Like, why do y'all think Christianity is not the same thing as witchcraft, but just wielded by a different person? Your religion mixed with paganism, talking about witchcraft. Girl, shut the fuck up.
Hired him. She goes to the Dream Center Church of Atlanta. She came there after I went there and joined. And she's there every Sunday. Y'all doxed me? Let's go to church tomorrow, y'all. Today, excuse me.
Which Dream
go.
Center? Which one?
You coming
There's
to my
buku
house?
of them.
I'm a public figure. I have to expect to be less safe because people know me. You mad?
It's demon dick. Demon dick, 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 dick. He got that demon dick. Dick, 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 dick. Got him going crazy. Dick, 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 dick. Got that demon dick.
Oh, I've had a builder.
Got me doxing these
stalking
hoes.
me
Doxing these
for about 3
hoes.
years. You got him. Why you mad? Keeper of the family secrets. Sending witchcraft to my friends. And I may as well say it because y'all sent it to me. I went to go support my friend last night. And you sent witchcraft to her show in Birmingham last night and she landed in the hospital after her show. You sent witchcraft to my driver. He landed in the hospital after driving for me for over 10 years.
Is it witchcraft or salt intake?
I'm not going to watch the people drop around me that I love. God's going to protect them. And you going to hell.
Because you're going
you can
to
go to hell after
bitch.
living for a while. Or you can go to hell immediately coming after me. So bring your raggedy little car that you bought with my stolen inheritance when my grandparents died.
Stolen inheritance from when the grandparents died. So she stole the inheritance, sent the man.
Come to Atlanta. Sunday's
The man was hers.
to be in
The man
Atlanta.
tried to fuck her daughter.
We still do.
They was
we
using
still do church for
witchcraft.
real.
Your driver
playing
in the
in Memphis.
hospital.
Y'all playing in Memphis.
They was in Memphis playing.
And you mad because when I pray, God hears me? Okay. Everybody ain't doing magic. Some of us are actually prophetic and have real gifts. I don't go get readings on you.
Y'all,
She only came back halfway. She needed 24-hour care, so she went into the
girl, enough is enough. I love y'all. This is this is on somebody's social media somewhere, and you could go find it. I've had enough. I can't be in there no more.
It's coming.
Look, this is where I got it from. Twine360, Twine the Don. I got this from Twine the Don. Okay, so if y'all want to go see it in full, y'all go on over to Twine the Don's page. But I can no longer be in whatever dark place this lady is in. I can't do it, right? Because at some point, this shit not even funny no more. This shit just alarming, bitch. This is just alarming, bitch. It was, it's like parts and parts and parts of this shit all over the place. Miss Kelly, go ahead away from us with whatever the fuck this is. You got dark energy rolling all up and through your spirit, bitch. It's on you. I don't know what you talking about, but it's on you. Now let's get to this big Tigger situation. Big Tigger's wife posts concerning video alleging abuse, says they're divorcing due to an alleged affair with his radio co-host. One woman play. Agreed. The page was made this month. If not today, there's no telling. LOL. This person seems very upset and feels it necessary to go on a smear campaign. LA Kenny, Big Tigger Show. He is my husband, actually, and he asked me to respond to you. Yes, we are getting a divorce over his relationship with Francesca, but it was not your place to tell everyone. However, I do thank you for confirming what I already knew. Can you DM me, please? Big Tigger and his co-host, Francesca Amica. So what that got to do with her face? Neighbors, this is a mess. Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, took to social media to accuse him of cheating and posted content related to abuse. In a now deleted post, Brown shared a graphic video showing visible injuries to her face, including a black eye and stitches running from her eyebrow toward her forehead. In the caption of the post, she wrote, "Someone asked my husband why my face happened," while also tagging Big Tigger's new V103 morning show co-host Francesca Amica. The post quickly sparked questions online, and Brown appeared to respond to some of the reactions in the comments. According to screenshots circulating online, she claimed that she and Tigger are currently getting a divorce and alleged that the split is connected to an alleged relationship between him and Amica. Or Amica. I don't know what the lady name is. I wish somebody would tell me, Lord. Brown reportedly wrote, "Yes, we are getting a divorce over his relationship with Francesca," while also claiming she already knew about the alleged situation before it became public. They just welcomed to child together. I'm guessing it meant to say they just welcomed the child together in April 2025. So this lady just had a baby and she got a fucked up ass face. Well, that's interesting, right? Right? That's interesting. So what this looks like is, oh my God, is Big Tigger being a punk and beating up on his a postpartum wife while cheating on her with his new beautiful young co-host? Is that what's happening? It happens a lot. Is that what this is? You're triggering the women's. Francesca said, when you hear a rumor about you that's so untrue, you genuinely don't even know how to defend yourself. Uh-huh. So where's it at? Okay. Radio personality Big Tigger absent from morning show after wife drops bombshell abuse and infidelity accusations. Atlanta radio staple born Darian Morgan, child not Darian Morgan, was apparently absent from the Big Tigger morning show on Monday, June 8th, and listeners didn't waste any time sounding off. His disappearance comes straight on the heels of his wife, Alicia Brown, posting and then deleting photos and videos showing what appeared to be visible facial injuries. In the now deleted post, Brown alluded to abuse and infidelity, claiming the couple is headed for divorce after she allegedly discovered Tigger had been involved with his new co-host, Francesca. Francesca denied the shit. Okay, right? We still reading the same shit. Let's continue. Because wait, there should be more. I thought there was more, y'all. Let me go, because I could have sworn. I saw something with this lady and a child. Apparently, Big Tigger's wife is low-key a little, I don't know. She might be a deranged motherfucker. Okay? So when I went to Francesca's post, I ain't gonna lie, I somewhat believe Francesca when she said, I don't even know how to defend myself. I mean, you could say I did not fuck that man. You could say that. But what actually came out, and I'm trying to find that, maybe it was deleted, y'all. Because I'm on Hollywood Unlocked. Maybe I need to go on Neighborhood Talk. But I see both of the posts that we just talked about. But I don't see the post that said that Big Tigger's wife had a child that went missing in 2019 and ain't nobody heard nothing about the baby ever since. That's what I thought I was seeing all up and through the blogs, and how the story originally was supposed to be about Big Tigger beating on his wife and cheating on her, allegedly, possibly. I don't know. That's what the lady said. But then I was seeing posts that were pictures of that lady in like a mugshot form. I don't know, y'all. Maybe they deleted the post, because I know good and goddamn well that I saved the post with her mugshot on it. Let me go on ahead to the Neighborhood Talk. Maybe they got it. Hold up. The co-host did say she did not have a relationship. She did. And that's why I was like, Not that, I'm running to believe you, but if you are telling the truth, especially if we put that in the framework of a bitch being crazy enough to harm a child, that's the question, okay? I'm looking through, y'all. I am looking through because I know I saw this. Did y'all like the video? Did y'all like it? Did y'all share it? Did y'all do the things to support the channel? Did you tip me? Okay, did you tip? Tip. Yeah, I'm starting to think they took it down. Yeah, I'm starting to think that they took it down, y'all. Because all I see is the original post about the cheating, and then the abuse and the cheating, and then the Francesca lady saying she lying, that's not what happened. Her mugshot is from New Year's Eve. She went to jail for leaving her child in a car while she gambled. It's a news story on local Maryland news. Okay, got you. She left her... Oh, so she left her child. Yeah. No, okay. So y'all, I definitely read a story that was acting like that child was still missing, and she might be involved in a child being missing, and we don't know what happened to the child. I definitely feel like I saw that. You saw what you saw, Bondy. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, what's happening here? But if somebody contacted them and said, that's a fucking lie, this is the actual story, then they would take it down. So that makes sense. So you did too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not tripping. Child, the way y'all was the lady came out and said the nigga cheated on me and domestic abuse. And y'all say she kidnapped a child. or a child went missing. Let me read what they say. Hold up. Cause I gotta pull this up on the internet. Ain't nothing to a real one. Okay. Several people began commenting other Francesca Amica's Instagram posts. Some even call her a homewrecker and continued to slam her. One Instagram user claimed Brown and Tigger were in the midst of a divorce. Alicia tagged Big Tigger in the comments. Her past resurfaces. In the midst of Alicia Brown's allegations against her husband, Big Tigger, netizens dug deep. Netizens dug deep and brought up her 2014 arrest. According to a January 2014 report by WBAL News Radio, which features a supposed mugshot of Alicia Brown, she left her 4-year-old child unattended in a car for 8 hours. Alicia Denise Brown, who was 24 at the time, reportedly locked her daughter inside a car and spent 8 hours at Maryville Live Casino on New Year's Eve. The establishment security personnel found Brown's daughter crying inside the car at the parking lot around 6:30 p.m. on December 31st. Well, I'm glad it was in Vegas, so that should mean it shouldn't have been that cold that the baby couldn't freeze. But bitch, I can't stand when y'all neglect children. But it sounded like she had a gambling habit for real. Like, bitch, you was addicted to drugs is what that seemed like. After police was called, they took Brown's daughter to Baltimore Washington Medical Center for a checkup. Her daughter did not have any visible injuries or signs of physical abuse. Anne Arundel County Child Protection Services got involved in the case, and he handed Brown's daughter over to a relative. And Arundel County Police charged Alicia Brown with child abuse and neglect at the time. Another May 2026 report by Baltimore Afro-American News claimed Alicia Brown's daughter, Aaliyah Brown, went missing in May 2019 from Reisterstown, Maryland, when she was 10. Aaliyah's father, Darrell Williams, said she disappeared shortly after a custody battle. According to the police reports, Aaliyah wasn't likely abducted by a stranger, but was rather with her mother, Alicia Brown, Darrell claimed. I didn't get into court until she was 7. It almost took a year and a half of court proceedings for me to walk away with full custody. By the very end of it, mysteriously vanishes. I guess it was cut off. She mysteriously vanishes. She was ordered to be returned to my home. Aaliyah Brown's whereabouts remain unknown to this day. Alicia Brown hasn't spoken about the resurfacing of her 2014 arrest or her missing daughter and her allegations against Big Tigger. Sound like she went into a custody battle with her baby father for her daughter, who was 10, and he filed a police report because he was supposed to get custody, and she took her child and ran. She's trying to get custody. Sounds like she had it sounds like she took her baby and ran. That's what it sounded like to me, y'all. Right? The baby got out the car and was walking around the parking lot, and people saw the baby and called police. Yeah, no, to me it sounded like she got her baby and she took her baby so her baby wouldn't be given to the father. That's what this sounds like. And yeah, no, it's another kid. It's not Tigger's kid, because this is a 10-year-old from 2019 when this happened. The daughter went missing in 2019 and she was 10. And the father is Darrell Williams. So that's not Tigger. And I don't think in the 2014 arrest, I think that, yeah, no, That's the same child. It's the same child in both instances, but it's not Tigger's kids. It must be her child from this Darrell man that she left in a car and that eventually she took and ran with, even though she was supposed to give custody of the child to the daddy. Yeah, I said the same thing. Sounds like she's hiding her because she can be found and has had more children. I think her okay, so we was all right. And they probably did take the post down because they confused the stories. They were conflating those two stories, even though it's the same child, it's somewhat separate. Yeah, did Tigger know this? I don't know, girl. Maybe, maybe not. What y'all mean how she ended up married to him? She pretty. It don't take much. All the woman got to do is be manipulative and pretty, and you can get a goofy nigga like Tigger to marry you. It's not that hard, y'all. It's not that hard. But yeah, no, y'all, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell. I hope the children are okay. I hope the children are okay. Yeah, it was confusing, but I'm glad we cleared it all up. But I don't know what to think because sometimes the daughter is 17 years old now. Oh, so she waited. Yeah. She waiting until, you can no longer, because honestly, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, what type of man is Darrell? You waited until she was 7 years old to try to get custody, and then for 3 years, y'all fought for custody, and you get to come and take the child that she been raising, fucking up, but raising on her own this entire time. Yeah, I feel like I don't know how I feel about that. That child don't fucking know you. Like I don't know. Like I feel like in some situations, a mother just taking her child and running is not the worst thing in the world. I don't know. But it is a messy situation, and it does make me feel like child ain't nobody to be trusted. But I hope the kids are okay. But it is extreme because in one breath we talking about Big Tigger knocking bitches upside the head because they cheating. And in the next breath, we talking about a woman that then took her child and ran away from the first daddy. So now we don't know if you a crazy bitch or not. Yeah, that's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. Let's go ahead and move on from there, though. Let's see what else I wanted to talk about. Oh, Lord. Pray for the children. Offset. So sometimes I feel like niggas do shit to get brownie points. This felt like one of those times, but I don't know. Cephas might actually be turning his life around, okay?
Touching women, you a you don't touch no women like that. Wrong way.
Neighbors, get into this. Offset almost came to blows with a driver while out in Monaco after witnessing a man putting his hands on women. According to TMZ, the situation got heated when Offset confronted a chauffeur, repeatedly calling him a bitch and accusing him of grabbing women by their necks. Witnesses claimed the driver was aggressively handling several women, allegedly pulling their hair and trying to force them out of the vehicle. Offset was upset and defended the women. While no punches were thrown before the video ended, Offset made it clear where he stood, telling those nearby, if he grabbed one more girl like that, I'ma beat him the fuck up. It's unclear if police responded to the issue. So that happened. And then fast forward, I think I saw some shit about some charges coming up today. I really want y'all to stop traveling to certain countries too. I don't know, damn. I want y'all to stop traveling to certain countries because sometimes I feel like y'all be liking to go to, countries like Dubai and all of that, and you can't just yell at people in them countries. They will arrest you and put you in jail for a long time over raising your voice, over cursing in public. You know what I mean? So I don't know why y'all are always going over there. Niggas be the first ones to want to talk about that's their culture. It's also oppressive and weird. I just want to make sure, child. Let me Google. Sit. Ah, what a waste. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I don't see nothing else about him right now. Child, even the story that was on TMZ looked like when I click on the link, it's not working. Ain't got no T on me. This whole thing, she TMZ. Let me see. Yeah, there are no developments on this just yet. But I thought I saw something about them wanting to arrest Offset for this situation. But I don't see it now. Listen, the way social media has been running lately, you never fucking know. I don't see no updates. Okay, cool. I don't know what'll happen with this. I guess I appreciate Offset speaking up on behalf of women because people do like to manhandle women in certain countries. But I also feel like you track record of psychologically abusing your wife. I don't know if I actually believe that you care about women like that, or if you just wanted this to be a moment that would go viral and it would get you it would give you some brownie points. You said Egg did an update. Yeah, y'all talking about a whole bunch of shit at the same time. Whatever. I don't see. I'm looking right now to see if I see anything else. I'm not sure. You said Egg did an update. Oh, Instagram did a update on the app, so that's why shit looking and acting funny. Got you. I got you. Wait, hold up. Did he recover from being shot in the ass? Oh, I forgot about that. They traveled to the white man's country and suddenly want to start protecting women. Never protected a black woman in his own country. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because they do be like that. I saw a dude video today talking about how DJ Academic seemingly was flirting or being kind to Daphne Joy. But whenever it comes to Meg the Stallion, is, shoot that Bigfoot bitch. So yeah, a lot of the times black men are hateful towards black women. They have internalized racism and they do not like themselves. They don't like their blackness and they don't like black women and they don't want black women for real because black women remind them of where they come from and they hate that shit. They want to be able to be with white women, have biracial children, be around white people and think that they're assuming the identity or a close enough proximity of identity. If that's what you want to do, girl, go ahead and do it. Now, let's get into Blueface right quick. And I'm not going to be here long because I don't even like talking about this Negro. But the only reason why I wanted to talk about him is because people so often argue with me about whether this boy is Krishan's son's daddy or not, because y'all like to say it looked like that the dude that died and all of that. Y'all like to make all these conspiracy theories about it, but there was a DNA test that said that he was the daddy. He claimed the child when he got out of jail. Well, I think whenever he gets mad or gets upset about something, he'll say the child is not his. Y'all will believe that. Apparently, Blueface explains why he recently took down his tweet denying Krishan Jr. So this is another time where he is flip-flopping between being a father to this child or not being a father to this child. Y'all know what I say. I don't think neither one of these motherfuckers need to be parents to no kids. But this is just for the hoes that's always arguing with me about this flip-floppy ass nigga.
The elephant in the room. What's the elephant in the room, chat? The elephant in the room is Krishan. Why? What the hell? It's just a friend, chat. Shout out to her. It's just an old friend. Yeah, I mean, I unpenned my tweet because what the fuck? It's time to move on.
He said he unpinned it.
You thought you were gonna go to Blueface's Twitter and see that going on forever? Come on now. Got my own identity. I got tired of opening my Twitter and seeing the shit pinned my damn self. I go, what? The elephant in the room.
So apparently he took it down simply because he was tired of seeing it pinned. So he had it pinned and decided that he was tired of seeing it. And so he took it down. Okay, girl. That's fine. I really detest that man. And I detest everybody that fucks with him and thinks they're entertaining.
What's up?
Y'all, what's going on with Summer Walker? Summer Walker is another one that does shit. And it's just like, girl, what's going on? And then when we say something about it, we're the weirdos. But you walking outside in a robe like you not who you are down to the bodega.
What's up? Show. What's up, dude?
Babe, why you walking around outside like that in Chicago? I literally ain't even know that man walking next to me. He just decided to pay for my stuff, and I walked back to my telly alone and went to bed. This celebrity shit too weird. You can't even walk to the corner store without going viral. Minding my business, went to the corner store to get me a pack of cigs and some Douce after work. For sure, minding your business. Stop playing, not no cigs. Bitch, if you would have had on sweats, nobody would have been paying attention to you when you walked up. But because you look naked under a robe, fuck the bonnet. If you would have had on sweats, some pants maybe. If you would have had on pajamas, like pajama pants and a t-shirt, nobody would have been paying attention. But because you walking down the fucking street in Chicago in a robe, holding it like it's about to fall open and you naked under it. You do shit like that for attention. Then when it go viral, you act like, oh my God, am I the drama? Is it me? And yes, y'all, these people still smoke cigarettes. Yes, a lot of these people still smoke cigarettes. All right? We moving backwards. It's so fucking sad. Speaking of people not moving backwards, since we talking about motherfuckers moving backwards, because some of what's going on with you. Nick Cannon's baby mama, Brittany Bell, earns her doctorate by researching the very family dynamic that made her a trending topic. Excuse me, y'all. Black fathering and the experience of the adult child with multiple siblings from different women. A phenomenological study by Brittany Bell. I need to go read this. I might go read this, y'all. I definitely might read this because I want to hear what she has to say, but she got her doctorate. I want to say congratulations to her. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. That's dope, especially after just being that nigga's baby mama. This is great. Shout out to you. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Diddy is being sued by a male who claims sexual assault by him as a minor.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I had to run it back for y'all right quick. Yeah, y'all. They saying another person is accusing Sean. And it's going to be the segue into the verdict, girl. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, a man identified as John Doe has filed a new lawsuit alleging that Diddy sexually assaulted him when he was a minor after allegedly presenting himself as someone who could help advance his acting career. The plaintiff claims he was already working as a child actor when he attended a Hollywood Hills networking event in 2007. He alleges that he met Diddy at the gathering and was later invited to speak privately about potential career opportunities. According to the lawsuit, once they were alone, Diddy allegedly began touching him inappropriately before allegedly engaging in a non-consensual sexual act. The man claims he expressed discomfort during the encounter, but says the alleged conduct continued. The lawsuit further alleges that after the encounter, Diddy told him he would keep him in mind for future opportunities before leaving him alone. The man says he left the party shortly afterward and remained in shock over what allegedly happened. The plaintiff is reportedly suing Diddy as well as several unnamed agents he claims had a duty to protect him. He is seeking unspecified damages. We'll see where this one goes. But I do want to get into the verdict, which was the Netflix special on Michael Jackson. I need to find me something to pull up as a visual. Hold up. I watched it. Okay, I watched it. But you know what else I watched? I watched the Casio, the family, the Casio family. They had a Australian UK 60-minute show. I watched that as well. Y'all know I've seen learning what it was. The Bashir living in Neverland story, whatever the fuck, that came out back in 2005 that prompted this investigation into Gavin. Gavin was the young, and I've showed y'all that clip before. I can't show it to you now because they're going to demonetize me if I do. But the Bashir guy did the documentary, I think, in the early 2000s, and that prompted this investigation into this boy Gavin. And if y'all have seen the clips of Michael Jackson and Gavin sitting there together, and he's talking about how Michael Jackson, you know, he wanted to sleep in Michael Jackson's room. I personally believe that Michael Jackson tells you what to think. I think Michael Jackson tells the child what to think, what they should like, what they should want. I think everybody's very rehearsed. I think everybody knows exactly what to say. I even think the way people respond online, the same rebuttals every time that really don't disparage anything. And please, I want y'all to know, anything that y'all say in these comments about this situation, it's not going to mean that it didn't happen. It's not going to mean that, oh, the court system. Well, we saw how the court system works out. It doesn't always get it right, especially when somebody is rich and famous, or if somebody is black or white, depending on the scenario. You can't trust the court system. So that's not a good enough reason for why we should believe that he's innocent. To me, it's very simple, because the idea that he's in the bed with them and he has several of them and they're in pictures, and, you know, looking drugged. They're in pictures. I'll show you the pictures. But the verdict was about Gavin. And when they say they didn't have evidence, y'all, they had evidence, and they had Gavin's statement. Gavin had cancer, y'all. That's how Michael Jackson found Gavin, because Gavin had cancer. Michael Jackson had Gavin's, basically his entire family living in his house at some point. Gavin would laying his head on Michael Jackson's shoulder and all of that shit. Y'all, that's weird. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's weird. The hand holding, they're Michael Jackson's boyfriends, y'all. They're Michael Jackson's little boyfriends. That's how they envision themselves, and that's how Michael Jackson envisioned them. No matter what y'all are talking about, there's no other reason for how these situations took place. Y'all can come up with every excuse in the fucking book that I've even heard people say, I understand, you know, it probably made it easier for other people that were molesters, you know, to take advantage of kids who were around Michael Jackson, but I don't think he was a pedophile. Michael Jackson was absolutely, in my opinion, a pedophile. And it's because I don't think, in all of the information that I've had about this man over the years, there is so much evidence that y'all will explain away with things that don't invalidate the evidence. The books. Oh, it wasn't sexual. It wasn't pornography. That's up for argument, I guess. But when you add everything together, like, what are we talking about? So Gavin got on the stand and said Michael Jackson, like, made me have sex with him. Like, you know, touch my parts. Gavin had evidence. He talked about a briefcase, a black briefcase that Michael had that had barely legal magazines in it. How they caught Gavin up, because the attorneys were creeps as well. I'm sorry, y'all. The attorneys that defended Michael Jackson in his 2005 trial, this is probably not the case. This is all conjecture. This is my opinion. I don't know this to be a fact. But what it felt like is there's a network of PDF files. It feels like there's a network of PDF files that share children amongst each other, for one. And also, when one of them gets accused, they have specialized lawyers that know exactly what to argue, that know exactly what to say, that know exactly how to break people down in order to prove reasonable doubt. Because one of the hardest things to prove is that something happened beyond a reasonable doubt when there are only two people in the room. Gavin said Michael Jackson touched him on the stand several times. The lawyer got him caught up because they were talking about this briefcase that Michael had with all of this pornography in it, but it was like girl pornography, barely legal stuff. This is something that pedophiles do. They'll get the young boy in the room with them or in their, clutches, show them sexual things that they might like. And that is how you create this sexual energy in the room with the child. It's grooming. They went in his house and found that briefcase. They pulled out the magazines. One of the magazines said barely legal at the top. They asked Gavin, is that the magazine? He was like, yeah, that looked like the magazine. Is this the magazine? Asked him several times. Yeah, that looked like that's the magazine. That's the magazine. Picks it up. The date is from 2003. Gavin had already left Michael Jackson's house before 2003. So that's how you get him tripped up. When the truth of the matter is, Gavin had said a lot of other things that were able to be proven. But because he got tripped up on picking the right, barely legal magazine, we're now going to act like everything he said was a lie. I think pedophiles historically have chosen people and women that are poor, people that they can take advantage of, people that like a certain lifestyle. They take advantage of those people and those people's children. That's what I think Michael Jackson was doing. Why would you have these people move into your house? Why don't you have any boundaries? Let me tell y'all something. I saw the bedroom. Ain't nothing about that bedroom that you would want to sleep on the floor in Michael Jackson's room that bad. Y'all, there's nothing about that room. With the sparkly bed cover on it and all of that, there is nothing about that fucking room that would make a kid want to sleep on the floor in there. To me, that is what Michael Jackson was telling them. He's creating the environment, mentally creating the environment. Even y'all, Michael Jackson was such a fantastic manipulator. Michael Jackson, when the testimony was about to get real good with Gavin, comes to court late, disheveled, with pajamas on. He was at the hospital. So when he walks into the courtroom, this is a performance in front of the hundreds of thousands of people that are outside the courthouse that are screaming innocent. They're his fans. They just want Michael to wave at them and blow them a kiss. And Michael is performing for them every time he comes to the courthouse. One day he's jumping on top of the car and acting like he's about to moonwalk or dance or some shit outside of a trial about you being a pedophile. You standing on top of the motherfucking car dancing and shit. And he did it, his driver said, because in his mind, this proves I'm innocent, because if I were guilty, I would be ashamed. So if I don't act ashamed, it means that I'm not guilty. Don't none of that after shit mean nothing to me. Okay? But they did find evidence, y'all. They talked about that in this. They talked about that boys was it Boys Will Be Boys book? Whatever that book was that had naked boys in it. People online right now will argue and say that Michael Jackson, what they said? What you mean he would when is he not performing? Oh, okay, let me read that right. I was like, not you, L. No, he was always performing, like all the time. What I was about to say. So one day he's going in weak, the next day he's dancing on top of the fucking car. The driver creeped me out. The lawyers creeped me out. I don't know if y'all have seen the verdict. Y'all let me know if anybody in the comments has seen it. When you watched it, every time his lawyer spoke, didn't you get creeped out? Both of them. The one with the heavy jaws that was like, he would never do this. Anybody that's saying that this man would never do this, I feel like you either must be one yourself or you're extremely delusional. and brainwashed. Like, okay. Let me find this Casio family shit for y'all, because I watched that Casio family shit, and that shit, Michael Jackson was showing up to them people's house in the middle of the night with fucking bubbles. He spent, the kids said, those that are adults now, they say he fucked all of them. And I mean, like, molested all of them, not fucked all of them, because he was very careful about that. So, for instance, with the girl said that when she was about 12, he would just have her be naked and just kind of like sit exposed with her, vagina exposed to him, and then he would masturbate. He did that with her. I believe things got more sexual with the boys. And there was one specific boy. It was so funny because I saw a post on social media about Michael Jackson, because there are these groups of people that really love him. So they have fan pages and they're just always arguing on his behalf and all of that shit. And they posted these drawings that he'd drawn. And every comment, oh my God, he was just so amazing. He was an artist in every way. He was just such an innocent soul. And I'm like, y'all have really like fallen hook, line, and sinker for the manipulation that he set in, which was for y'all to view him in such a godlike manner that it's crazy that you could look at these drawings and then you get to the one that says boy. And the boy looked just like the youngest Casio child. I was just like, yeah. Okay, so I just want to show y'all this, because this is a picture of Michael Jackson and the Casio kids. They're always sleeping. One of it is because Michael Jackson would show up in the middle of the night. The reason why somebody would show up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to a family's home to make the kids wake up so that they can play instruments for Michael Jackson. First of all, the parents, it's Michael Jackson, right? You want to impress him. This comes with opportunity. This comes with all kind of access for your kids. But in his mind, he's coming in the middle of the night so that he can show y'all, let's say he can dominate. It's a power play. If I show up to your house in the middle of the night and you allow me to come in and upset your house in the middle of the night, I know I have a certain amount of power that now I can push that boundary again, right? So this is him with the girl and one of the boys. Hold up. That's one time. Where are them other pictures at? I really don't want to pull up that whole YouTube documentary because of the way they be, but I think I might pull up that YouTube documentary because it really was, oh, here it is, jarring to me. These. And somebody was on Threads with me. Where are the links to these pictures? Where are the links? I put the link to the YouTube for the UK Australian 60-minute story about these people's family where all of these pictures were. Now you coming up with all of the courts didn't say he did it. He was innocent. This thing, and he made a song about Palestine. Y'all letting Candace Owens convince y'all that a nigga making a song about Palestine is why this is not pedophilia is crazy to me. Girl, I don't mean to laugh, but can you imagine how ridiculous that sounds for you to tell me that he's been set up so many times and in so many situations like this? Look at this child. These kids said that they were given Jesus juice. Michael Jackson would give them alcohol and Coke cans. Yeah, let me pull it up. Hold up. This is a whole nother set of people that they went on Oprah, y'all. The Casio family went on Oprah to defend Michael Jackson. And everybody uses those instances for why it's not true, because you defended him. Well, that's kind of how it works, y'all. When the abuser has a lot of power, the people will lie to defend them. Once the abuser dies or time goes by, their power lessens. The people might actually start to think about the things that have happened to them. Sometimes they get sad, sometimes they get angry, and they want retribution because they start to think about what you took from them over time. Then y'all start acting like people wanting vengeance on somebody that does shit like this to them. That means something wrong with them because you want vengeance on somebody that put you through this type of shit. Because Michael Jackson really sat there and let them put Gavin on that fucking on that court on that seat in the courthouse. Let them put Gavin up there to talk about his abuse. And have that lawyer tear him up the way he did. Gavin was still a fucking child. This right here is the link. I just put it in the chat of the 60 Minutes shit. And I know that, you know, some of these people are in here and they crying and, you know, it look fake and all of that shit. I know, y'all. I get all of that. That's still not enough for me to feel like everybody's lying all the time about Michael Jackson. So this is just a piece, right?
Be found in the grainy home videos of the Casio family.
Very natural.
Please, my friends would never believe this.
Forget about your friend.
In 1986, Michael Jackson was a late-night surprise visitor to the Casio family home in New Jersey.
Okay. Let's see. And another thing, what is with all these fucking photo shoots?
Of that time remain painfully sharp.
Hold up, where is that? Right here.
7 years old, the molestation. His trust and adoration of Michael Jackson cunningly turned against him.
Yo, another thing people do when you can no longer argue against how fucked up this looks, oh, the parents, sure, lock them up too. The fuck? But to act as if, you know, people don't, and y'all, it was very R. Kelly-ish. The way he infiltrated these people family, it reminded me of what R. Kelly did with Sparkle's niece and then their whole family. And y'all, it is okay. Yeah, no. Let's go here.
What? Jackson was besotted with the young Eddie, and he in turn was intoxicated by the star. Did you feel love for him?
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
That was also confusing for people during Gavin's trial, during the trial where they talked to Gavin, because he said he abused him, but then also said that he still loved him and admired him. That's apparently hard for y'all to understand. It's not hard for me to understand. People still love their abusive parents all the time. It don't matter how fucked up they can be. You will still love them. You think it's any different for somebody that's pedestalized like Michael Jackson that comes into your life?
I did love him.
1, 2. I'm not a narcissist. Just trying this mirror effect, testing the camera, seeing how well it works. Dude. Up ahead. What?
Michael Jackson knew he was a narcissist. Okay? Anybody?
Not yet aware of what it really meant.
The kids don't look drunk or high or something? Did y'all think this is appropriate? Right? What y'all said? The court said that he's innocent. He's innocent. He would never do something like that. What the fuck? What is this? Why does this? Why would y'all think that this would be okay? Like, and there's a lot of them, y'all. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of it. And to me, at this point, I feel like y'all just don't want to see the truth. This was another, like, the home videos to me were the worst part.
He was an addict.
That's another thing. I'm not going to show y'all this creepy ass picture of him with this child.
For Aldo, the family's youngest, at times the fear was overwhelming. Did you find his appearance scary as a kid?
Yeah.
What did I tell y'all about how didn't no fucking kid want to sleep in no bed at night with this nigga? I told y'all that, and I had never even seen this shit.
Yeah, especially when you're in bed with him at night and he turns into the zombie and you don't love me, you don't love me. He's all, you know, his eyes were like this, all glossy, and he was a monster. a literal monster to me. So yes, he did scare me many times.
That's around the 25-minute mark.
There had long been suspicions about Michael Jackson's true interest in the children who surrounded him. In 1993, he had been accused by another child, 13-year-old Geordie Chandler, of sexual abuse. Jackson settled for $25 million but denied the allegations, claiming it was a plot against him.
I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
He just really put it in our heads that that family was just out for his money. And none of that is true.
And did you think the world was out to get him?
I did. I believed that at that time. We were warped under his spell, and it was hard to deprogram from it.
And I can imagine that it was, because y'all were fucking kids. And they got grown adult motherfuckers on the internet right now.
Experiencing some type of trauma, you could see it in my eyes.
Would you not have expected others to see that?
I don't know, because I didn't see it in my brothers as well. So
another thing is, the kids didn't know.
Michael Jackson.
They didn't know about each other's abuse. They all thought they were special.
Was so good at convincing the siblings of the dire consequences of speaking up. Each child independently vowed to never talk about it.
Okay. When we talk about the parents, this right here. Look at the mom. Y'all, the mom has on a Michael Jackson jacket. That bob is bobbing. The makeup is make-upping. And how many times are we going to do photo shoots with these children? To me, another thing I've noticed about pedophiles is how much they like taking pictures of children with children and, you know, just having the evidence of them being with the child. Michael Jackson is also a liar as far as I'm concerned. Oh, the family are liars. Yeah, okay.
In isolation, unaware, they all shared the same trauma.
Everybody lies about being abused.
About if this happens, I'm going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. My life is going to be ruined. Your life and your family's life is going to be ruined. I'm going to go to jail. You'll go to jail. He trained me to, even if authorities or anyone asked me, is something happening, to say no.
The parents knew though, because there was a scene from like some family home video where it looked like he came at night. They're all sitting around the dining room table and the kids have like gifts for him. And somebody says, "Yo, give Michael a massage. Give Michael a massage." So the kids are taking turns rubbing Michael Jackson's back. Hold up. To me, both of the parents look like they were getting paid and getting great opportunity, you know, from being close to him. The mama bob is bobbing. The daddy don't look like a nerd no more. They absolutely look like they upgraded their style in the process of this relationship with him.
Didn't see what was happening under their noses.
Tomorrow, your turn, Rita.
No.
Yes.
I didn't get.
No, I do you.
When he first abused.
And did you think the world was out to get him?
I did.
Connie and Dominic Sr. had so much faith in their friendship with Michael Jackson, they were blind to what is glaringly obvious now. They just didn't see what was happening under their noses.
Tomorrow, your turn, Rita.
No.
Yes.
I didn't get.
No, I do you.
When he first abused me in New Jersey, my parents were home, but they were downstairs. And it was normal for him to be with us, spending time.
Yeah, but he was a man. So what was he doing with the kids? Have your parents discussed that with you since those days?
So, you know, there's a lot of guilt there.
Of course there is. To me, it seems very simple. There are a lot of people that don't care about their kids for real. And there are a lot of people that put money in access and they believe having a better life. This happens in white people's families. This happens with black women that want men so bad that they let the men fuck on their kids so that they can have a family. This is not, I feel like, yes, we need to be making people accountable for how they stand by and allow these things to happen. But I also feel like there needs to be some more accountability for the people that actually do this shit because they're the predators. They're the predators. To me, this also sounds like, y'all remember the story where the guy was fucking her parents so he could kidnap the daughter and take her into the woods and molest her for 3 days or however long that happened, and she was drugged and in and out of it? Y'all remember that? This feels similar to that. This feels very similar to that. Also, you know, I'm not going to go as far as I would like to go when it comes to what I read when the Epstein file situation came out on TikTok, and they were talking about the guy that, you know, alleged abuse by, you know, old boy, the one who apparently, you know, stuck something up his ass till he, you know, now he's shitting on himself consistently. That story. When I said there's a network, they're having kids, they're getting foster kids, and they're sharing their kids with other people in their network. That's what it feels like to me. So yeah, and I do feel like a part of the reason why people allowed their kids to get abused is because they didn't really want those children in the beginning. But to me, it definitely feels like Michael Jackson weighed these people down over time, and I don't think it's as simple as, oh, they wanted to sell their children. No, I think that somebody like Michael Jackson knows how to slowly wear people down until they don't even realize what's going on until they realize what's going on. And now it feels like, why would I let all of this go if I let go or if I say something, and what's going to happen? The way people attack anybody that accuses Michael Jackson of something, I understand people going back and forth with whether they want to tell the truth and not telling the truth. Like, it's really terrible what y'all do to people. You know, not y'all, but y'all.
Didn't live long enough for me to put him in jail.
The chairman of the board.
To understand how entrenched
The hilarity of this.
Michael Jackson was in the Casio family, back in 2001.
A Peter Pan book, y'all. A Peter Pan book. But just y'all, I just want y'all to take a look at some of these pictures.
To continue in Bahrain, I was 16 at the time.
Remember I talked to y'all about him going to Bahrain after the trial was over, after the verdict was over? Oh, another thing about the verdict that I noticed, the shit that was going on outside the courthouse was very similar to what happened with Diddy, giving out, you know, Michael Jackson is innocent t-shirts, free Diddy t-shirts. I think all the predators look up to people because they're really good predators, and they like take things from them. Like, oh, he handled it this way, I'm gonna do that. That worked, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Because when I was watching the verdict, it was reminding me of R. Kelly's trial. It was reminding me of Diddy's trial. Like, you know, it's just, it also reminded me of Hugh Hefner and, you know, what was going on, what people were able to do at the Playboy Mansion versus what people were doing over there at Neverland. And I'm not saying he was bringing other people in, but I am saying I think that that was like a hot spot for kids. Because, you know, people were bringing their kids, like schools. Schools used to take field trips to Michael Jackson's house, even after the trial.
Declined.
And that's all it took? You just had to say no?
No, he was persistent.
And do you remember what he said to you?
Oh, he said, oh, come on, Rena Cole. Come on. I love you.
I want to get to them pictures, y'all. Hold up, my bad. Y'all know they probably going to take this down. So just know, I'm glad y'all here for the live.
By Jackson for 8 years, from 1995 to around 2003, stopping when he turned 16. Today, he suffers deep anguish that his silence put his younger sister and brother into Jackson's clutches in 2005.
More pictures.
Though Jackson...
And do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, is it not... You know, because I want to hide it, but some of this shit I want y'all to see. You know what I mean? But is it not odd for him to be this ingratiated in these people's family like this?
Because you see, the excitement in all of our faces. And it's sad because you feel bad for that family that was manipulated so badly.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave that there. The verdict was very interesting. The verdict was trying to show y'all two sides. They were trying to show y'all how people think he's innocent, people that think he's guilty. And that was framed through Michael Jackson's lawyers and through the prosecution on the 2005 trial. And a lot of people say that they didn't do a good job with that trial, but I also feel like it was the jury pool as well. Just like in whose case was that we just saw somebody that was Diddy's. You too much of a fan of this person in order to be on a jury trial where you might have to, call them to the carpet for something very fucked up, like a sexual assault or, PDF file shit. So to me, when I was watching the verdict, there was an old white lady who was, you could tell she's a fan of fan of Michael Jackson. Like, and actually, y'all, it wasn't so cut and dry. They wanted to do a mistrial at first. They, I think, deliberated for, I want to say, 7 or 8 days? I can't remember exactly. But I know they were half. They were split. They wanted to do a mistrial because they were split down the middle. And the judge and them was like, no, y'all need to go back in and y'all need to figure this the fuck out. But they was half and half for the longest until it became clear that is there reasonable doubt in this situation? For them, there was reasonable doubt because Gavin didn't remember the Barely Legal Exact magazine, because Gavin lost his cool on the stand as a 15-year-old boy, 16-year-old boy that's having to talk about child molestation in front of a room full of people. Yeah. So I feel like the things that people say about why he was innocent, they don't hold up. They don't hold up. And it's just really sad because I think that the children are the ones that actually get harmed. And I hate the fact that y'all don't believe children when they say somebody did something to them, especially when it's like, you just say, oh, the parents lied. Like that first story with Jordan Chandler. And that man, I don't think that boy lied at all. I think that you paid him all of that money because they were on it. I think they knew, they were right. I think they were being truthful. That's why you paid them people $20-some-odd million. And then your reasoning for paying them off was, well, my lawyers told me to do it. That's what people say a lot. They'll be in the comments talking about, well, his lawyers are the ones that told him. What? So what? The only reason his lawyers told him to go ahead and pay out of court is because it was the first one and they thought they could just make it go away. And also because I think Jordan had too much evidence. Like Jordan was actually able to say that there was vitiligo on his dick. Everybody keeps forgetting about that. No, the boy said that he knew what his penis looked like because he had vitiligo marks on his penis. The boy drew it. He was right. The Peter Pan part is a sign. The older guy that movie he watched, that he got those dance moves from, that guy, that whole movie was about trying to kidnap a kid. I'm going to leave y'all alone. But yeah, no, I'm actually now more fascinated in what he was doing in his music. Because he did study, the earth, wind, and fires of it all, which is the people that are into the frequency and the energy of the music and how to open people's heart chakras and, how to really infiltrate, especially because his music does excite children. Even after his death, his music is very, it penetrates children. And I'm very curious to know, what was it? Was it a certain frequency? Was it a certain note? What is it in the music that has the effect that it has on people? And that's another thing. In court, when they played the documentary that Bashir did, they played some of Michael Jackson's music in it, of course. And that also got people dancing in their seats and shit. So now y'all are being lulled by the music. Yeah, I'm wondering what else. You know what I mean? Because I know people are very intentional about their music, especially Michael Jackson. People are definitely choosing to turn a blind eye because in what world is any of this an acceptable way to engage with children? No way to justify. That's how I feel. I feel like I don't care what anybody says as for why they think it's okay. You can't explain away the plain out loud things we've seen. The shit he said up out of his mouth, the various relationships with children. the pictures that we've seen, the ingratiating yourself in people's families, like, no, I'm sorry. Like, you have said too much. You have done too much. I'm not that fucking slow. Okay? Now that we've done that, because somebody asked me to talk about it, and I am feeling more inclined to speak about it because I am tired of people getting on the internet and trying to rewrite history. I also heard a young woman say what I always believe, which is the reason why I have to say it. If you don't see the pedophilia in this situation, you won't see it around you. You won't see it in your house. You won't see it at the school. You won't see it at the church. And children will continue to be hurt. My mom did point out the other day, that the whole Thriller video was him telling us that he was secretly a ghoul. It was kind of a joke, but she was cooking with that little. No, I feel the same way. I think he knew he was a monster. I think it was something he was always battling with. I think he was battling with the pedophilia and knowing that it wasn't right. But as long as he can frame it around love, and I also think the deterioration of his mind because of the drugs, it made it harder to hide the shit. But a lot of his songs were about his battles within himself. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Stop fucking these kids. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a bit. And also, y'all, like, being so involved in philanthropy when it comes to children. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but the people that be involved with philanthropy with children a lot of the times, they also be like trafficking children. That has come out. You got to be careful. Yeah, no, it is scary to see how much people are willfully obtuse. Now let's go ahead and move on. We're going to do this last thing and then I'm going to get up out of here. And this last thing is Drew Sidora and Kelly going back and forth on social media, y'all. Let's lighten it the fuck up. Okay, so let's start.
Do you feel her and Kelly are a good duo together? Like they...
Oh, the Minions?
Not the Minions. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
God.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Projection.
So, okay.
Have we been to the open restaurant she has or no?
No, I went to the one that was closed.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I don't even know
we
which one is
remember that.
open
Yeah, okay.
anymore. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think that there is hope that one day you and Kelly will ever get along, or just not? You're not.
Oh, I mean, Kelly's a tricky one because we don't really have an issue. It's kind of like wrapped up
In
you
other
know,
people's issues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just call her my little stuffed Cornish hen now.
Okay.
You know, she's just a little, she's just looking real ready.
Oh, I love a Cornish hen.
Yeah, and
I love Cornish hens
Delicious.
too.
So, can y'all tell me what Kelly did to Drew? Because I know y'all said Kelly has been on Portia's ass. So what did Kelly do to Drew? Remind me, y'all. It's been so much going on. I don't recall what would have prompted all of this. What did Kelly say or do to Drew?
It also does seem
it's portions there, you know, if you want a leg, thigh.
Every week too, they give a little more and more tea about this alleged married man, now a pastor, that she hooked up with, allegedly.
I don't know. They had a list of names.
Oh my God, they went through the list?
Yeah, they saw who Phaedra was like following. It was the internet is just I love y'all. Like it's unmatched, right? I don't know, and it didn't get revealed, you know, during the season. But they seem to know. Portia and Phaedra seem to know who it is.
So it sounds like the whole season it basically went by and you still don't know who it is, but Portia and Phaedra know. Got it.
It may come out a reunion.
Okay.
I would, if it's true to it, I'd tell Kelly just pipe down.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
You know, sit down, just bring it down. You know, cool down, because you don't want it to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know the tea specifically, so we'll have to
Yeah.
wait and see.
I mean, it seems like Portia's ready to spill.
Oh, yeah,
she was like,
she's right,
she
yeah.
almost hit her limit this past episode.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, yeah.
So yeah.
After Phaedra's Reiki event.
Oh.
Do you feel her?
I haven't. So nobody said what Kelly did in order for her to shade Kelly like that. So Kelly said, now that we hold on, I'm sorry that I'm starting at the end. She said the audacity calling me misproportion. After that miracle worker showed the before and after from surgery number 1 is wild. Your before was after the mommy makeover. Drew, you'll always be a SpongeBob box-shaped Buick even after you got the P special, because she did get the Porsche special. She did.
Do you feel her?
And this is what they posted. Okay, honestly, I feel like she has a normal body. She has a normal body. Her body doesn't look bad at all. I don't think she's shaped like a box. I just think she doesn't have the very, very small waist that y'all want women to have now. And so Kelly said she looked like a Cornish hen. No, she said, now that we got that out the way, here's my Cornish hen recipe from my Cooking with Kelly cookbook. Hope you all enjoy. So Kelly took this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna look at that recipe. You called her a Cornish hen. She called you a SpongeBob box-shaped built bitch getting a Porsche special. And then somebody said the reads don't be landing like Kelly think, and still found a way to mention Porsche. This wood rat is sick. Kelly, if someone goes in your family pictures from way back when and expose your milkmaid look, you gonna say we bullying you. Now, mind you, everybody's on Drew's side because Drew has become a villain and everybody likes the villain. But how did this start? This started with Drew calling Kelly a Cornish hen. She says, bitch, your body is a box. Fuck you. Y'all say that Kelly just had to mention Porsche. Girl, it is a Porsche special. We all know it's a Porsche special, bitch. What are you talking about? Everybody thought that. When we saw Drew standing there, she looked exactly like Porsche. The fuck is you talking about? Where is that picture of her standing there right after she got her surgery? I thought I saved it. But I actually had to double take on the picture because I was like, damn, she really do look like Porsche. And then the way she was walking. Yeah, this one. This old stank ass heavy foot walk that she was giving, this was absolutely giving. It just, it's not as extended as Porsche, so we knew it wasn't Porsche, but it's absolutely giving that stank walk. No, Bondy, it started with Kelly calling Drew an alien. Come on. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear or see that. After Kelly said she looked like an alien, that's when she called her misproportionate. So they shaded each in scene. She brings it out, calls her a Cornish hen. Kelly responds, we still act like, okay, cool. All right, fine. It's all Kelly's fault. That's fine. But this does look like the Porsche special. She looked like she went and wanted to get her, her done.
Not at all. That's like when I see her, that was just the first thing that came to mind. Actually, she's like a stuffed Cornish hen, like ready for basting. Like, just makes me like, is it Christmas time? Like, just yummy, just a little.
This is what Drew posted in the comments. Okay. So, yeah, y'all, I guess even though, I don't know why we was calling her a Cornish hen. I guess because y'all talk shit to each other on the show. You brought that to an interview. She responds, but everybody's in the comments. They still hate Kelly. Okay, cool. That's fine. What else? Drew said, well, who is Kelly? Since I have your attention, make sure you download and stream my new single, How Does It Feel? Available on all platforms. I mean, y'all won't even see the copycat of this. Like, y'all won't even see the copycat of her posting her recipe in her cookbook and using that moment, and then Drew coming back to use it for her song. Also, I know a lot of y'all thought y'all ate with this one. We love a before and after because so many of y'all was like, oh my God. Let's see, I'm Team Drew. Kelly is a fan turned housewife. She speak on everyone from the past. How you know about the mommy makeover? Drew is beautiful. Drew looks good in the Mad that she's a fan favorite. Even though the only reason she said something about Drew is because Drew said something about her in the interview about her looking like a Cornish hen. Let's see. Drew is still hotter than her. That before and after Kelly face scared the bejesus out of me. And I'm just like, the only difference I see in Kelly's face is she got lip injections and she has eyelashes on. So I don't understand. Kelly looks cute in both pictures to me. She just looks, like she's done the housewife special in the second picture. And in the first picture, she just looks like a pretty normal person. I feel like y'all are gassing it again. I feel like y'all are gassing it. Y'all don't like Kelly. Y'all like Drew because Drew is, up Portia's ass this season. That makes y'all feel good. And so here we are. And I'm biased because I think Drew is a condescending asshole, and it's annoying to not be able to have a straight conversation with a bitch because she always trying to make you feel dumb. Like, bitch, go have them types of conversations with your baby daddy. Go have those types of conversations with your baby daddy. That would be my response, okay? Let's see. Kelly looked better before, but it wasn't overdone. She got lips done. Kelly looks like her older daughter, just lighter now. Kelly looks scary now. Her original picture was much better. I don't think she looks scary. I don't know why y'all are saying she looks scary. Like I said, she got lip injections. She got lip injections and she has more eyelashes on and her eyebrows were broader. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that much of a difference, but I guess. Like, everybody don't need a nose bridge, baby. Like I don't know. Like, she getting a little filler. Yeah, it look like she gets a little filler. Filler migrates sometimes. And I think the brows are a bit severe. It's the brows. The brows are a bit severe. But y'all say Kelly looks scary? I don't know. Scary? Scary? She got that nose done too. I don't know why it don't look that different to me in the picture. Like, the difference between, like, the space of it. It just doesn't look... to me, she probably more so got filler in her nose than anything, because they do that, too. She has more... she got filler. Filler... isn't filler and lip injections the same shit? I feel like she probably got some filler around her face. Probably got some facial balancing. I think she's a cutie before. But I also feel like, when Jamie said she saw her in person, she was like, she's so gorgeous. So I feel like sometimes pictures don't really be doing people justice. I also feel like when you first get that shit done, they be having your face looking all big and shit. You think she looked like Saw? Gosh. It's the nose bridge. Yeah, that could be filler. That don't mean that's a nose job. You could barely, the eyelashes. The eyelashes are a lot. She got some facial balancing. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like. And it looks a tad bit unnecessary. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I guess y'all say she looks scary. I can see how she has filler in her face. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm not going to argue with y'all about that. I don't really care. But let's get to Drew and his divorce. Okay. Drew SEDURE and Ralph Pittman's divorce has been finalized. Drew has been ordered to pay $2,218 per month in child support. That's not bad. Ralph was awarded ownership of the home, but must pay Drew $145,000 in equity from the property. Good. Drew will keep the Cadillac Escalade, while Ralph will retain the Porsche Taycan and the Cadillac XT5. Let's see, what else? In addition, Drew will keep the family dog, and neither party will receive spousal support. The docs also note Drew's last name will be restored to Jordan. So she'll go back to Drew Jordan. Okay, girl. Drew SEDURE Jordan. All right. I also heard that I want to see if I could read a full thing because I want to know what their custody situation is. That's what I want to know. Let me see if I can find it. The full layout, girl. The full layout. All right. I don't don't know why every time I go on a post for TMZ, it's giving me a 403 error. That's so weird. Okay, let's go to Urban Bell. So Drew Sidor and Ralph Pittman's lengthy divorce battle has officially come to an end, according to a newly filed court document. A judge in Georgia entered a final divorce decree and made rulings on child custody, child support, property division, and the couple's marital home. Okay. Ugh. The court rewarded Ralph primary physical custody of the children during the school year, while Drew will have primary physical custody during the summer months. The former couple will share joint legal custody. Oh, okay, she's going to be a summer mom. Okay, girl, you better be a deadbeat dad. In the ruling, the court said the arrangement was in the children's best interest. The judge cited concerns about school attendance, missed therapy appointments, and the children's need for stability during the academic year. I'm not going to tell y'all that somebody that act like they can't be trusted will obviously feel like they're not stable enough for children, but I'm going to leave y'all alone about it. I'm not going to draw those two things together, because I personally feel like this nigga probably has been abusing this girl, you know, psychologically. And when you go through a divorce with somebody that psychologically abuses you, I think it's a lot of disassociating and cognitive dissonance that goes on. I also feel like Drew is being more of an asshole during this season of the show because she's going through this divorce situation. She's not even really talking about it, but being way more passive aggressive in every scene than she ever has been before. Let's see. The court also noted that the children's attendance and overall stability improved after a temporary custody change was implemented earlier this year. The court ordered Drew to pay child support to Ralph for the couple's 2 children. According to the ruling, Drew will pay $2,200 per month beginning July 1st, 2026. The payments will be split into 2 installed payments each month, with half due on the first day of the month and the other half due on the 15th. The judge also ordered Ralph to maintain medical, dental, vision, and hospitalization insurance for the children. Any uninsured medical expenses will be divided equally between Drew and Ralph. The court stated that the child support award was based on the findings outlined in the official child support worksheet and that no deviations were made from the preemptive support amount. One of the biggest issues in a divorce was the couple's Georgia home, and I just told y'all he got to buy her out. The court awarded Drew sole ownership of her business that nigga was trying to take from her. The ruling allows Drew to maintain complete control over her entertainment career, business ventures, contracts, intellectual property, and earnings connected to those companies. Ralph was awarded sole ownership of his business, Pittman International LLC and RAD 180 LLC. The former couple will divide retirement accounts and other assets. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't think, listen, it's something, because of the way Drew comes off, the judge said, I could see her not being the stable parent. I also feel like let that nigga have them kids. Let that nigga have them kids. I wonder what the situation is going to be with her son that is not also his. Yeah. I just feel like if my parents was getting a divorce, I would not have wanted to be left with my daddy. But my mama was also more of a stable person. So I don't know. Y'all. But I wouldn't have wanted to be left with Ralph. Gets to keep the dog is sending me. Let these men take care of these kids. Oh, girl, give him the dog too. Should have hired Phaedra. I know she can't stand that man. Well, I will have the kids 2 days out the week and he get them 5. I know that's right. Yeah, y'all, I feel all kind of ways about this. One is like, damn, bitch, why you can't be responsible for your children? Also, it feels like that nigga lying. He probably, doing what I said he was doing, which was making it so that you look like you weren't being responsible by agreeing to help you and then not doing it so he can have a track record to use against you in court, and it worked. But I also feel like Drew, one of the things that was exhausting about Drew in previous seasons was her inability to really get her shit together when it came to court. Last season, I felt like she was all over the place with the court. And it's like, how are you allowing him to do you like this when it's so obvious how fucked up he's being? And it just feels like you don't have your shit together. And then when we see how she'll have all these assistants, all these people working for her, but you still not paying people, like, I don't know. It does give a level of disassociating that is so scary to me. I don't know how else to describe it, y'all. But is it just me that feel like she be disassociating like a motherfucker? That's why she not responsible like she needs to be. Especially that daughter, she was seeming to have a hard time with. Right? Okay, she should still use SEDURE. I mean, y'all talking about her last name. I mean, she gets to be kid free. Not really. She still got to raise her other son. She has a son that's not Ralph's. So I wonder, like, they didn't say, but I'm guessing her other child is gonna have to live with her while the other two live with him because they didn't specify. Drew needs to stop on the shade from here on out. Kelly will go low if she feels like she needs to, and she will absolutely bring up Drew's custody situation. It will be warranted. Listen. Where is her sister, mother, Allison? Hilarious. No, y'all, honestly, Drew is one of them case study bitches that makes me wonder what happened in her life. Like, for real, for real. Not the story that she tells people that I think is a lie. But I would really love to know, like, what was her life really like as a kid? Because she seemed primed for abusive relationships, for one. And the way she goes into La La Land and disassociates and acts willfully obtuse and all of that shit. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. That's kind of dangerous to be, like, as a mother, as a woman, to have a... Because it feels like, you know how with certain people, you can't reach them. So an example of that for me would be if a person is really angry, when they get upset, they say all kind of fucked up shit they can't be reasoned with. You can't reach them. She does another thing, yes, where she goes aloof and she starts acting all confused and she's smiling when she's not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does all of this disassociative shit. And yeah, it's just, I wonder what happened in her childhood in order to get her to this place to where she is now, where her defense mechanism is to smile and pretend like everything's okay when it's not. Clearly y'all don't understand the inner workings of the family court system. It is very nuanced. Everything is not always as it appears. Have a child, go through family court, then talk about it. I mean, I don't know what anybody said. I don't know what was said. Yeah, they said it before, Bondy. I remember Drew saying that her and her son was going to be homeless. Yeah, she's acting all the time. I feel like something happened to her. Definitely. In church, yes, but something also. Typical Black Christian PK. Ugh. All she has been doing is acting. She's always performing as well. She knows no other way. Yeah, I know her mother was a preacher. She spent her childhood pretending her sister wasn't her. Y'all, we don't know if that's true. We don't know if that's true. But yeah, I'm just glad that she hasn't gone down the Brittany, Amanda, Lindsay. Lindsay looks good right now, but I agree. But there is a like, girl, are you really in there? And she's like, what? Yeah, I'm fine. Like, oh, okay. I'm scared. She basically grew up in a cult. It's probably for protection. Maybe her mind does that on its own so she won't get hurt. That's a possibility. That's her defense coping mechanism. It is. And I really want her to do better with that because it is so hard to like her right now because of how much she likes to play in everybody's face. And I do think it's something she learned from Ralph, from her relationship with him. Because as much as she's always had this about her, like this, you know, fakeness about her, this performative shit, I feel like it's much worse now than it was before. So yeah, masking, yes. Long sustained denial. Yes. It definitely just kind of feels like a form of like long-term abuse and how it shows up in people as they're adults. Hey Lindsay, thank you for the super chat. The Heartbreak Hotel gospel play coming this fall. Heartbreak. Oh. Tall fam, thank you for the super chat. Bondy, you are on one today and I love it. Thanks for the laughs at work today. Love you, boo. Thank you. Phoebes, thank you for the super chat. The daughter clearly isn't comfortable with Ralph. It's terrible. Why couldn't one of her assistants take the kids to school? It's a sad situation. No, for real. And that's why I'm saying, like, what the fuck is really hood? Like, what is going on? It really does seem like some type of disconnect. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm hoping this man is ready to take me to eat, okay? Because I'm hungry. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a good day. Don't forget, we are going to Mauritius in East Africa. And if y'all want to come with us, Reset by Design Wellness in September. We have payment plans. The link is down below in the description box. And yes, the Ooh Ladies First podcast will be live tomorrow night on my channel. Love you guys and see you in the next one. Peace out.